Hello, everybody. It's nice to see you again here. Now I don't know where I put my papers here. Okay. So today I decided to do last video about the reasons why Mango left us so early. So I using today 4 or 5 reasons all at once, only briefly. If you're really interested in that topic, what I'm going to address today in more detail, please, you can search for it. You know, if is it important to you or some of you, it's good enough if I just use the, the main points I dotted. So I'm also learning that going back to not only uh, non-alcoholic liver fat disease, which Mango had, developing for many years, and also his heart arteries, main heart arteries being fully blocked. Uh, the both of those conditions actually contribute to uh, they contribute to influence, to negative influence of gene expression, and this is what because both those diseases they bring inflammation in our body, different parts. I would say maybe the weakest part, and that inflammation can affect the gene expression. That means the genetics doesn't work in a way in our fiber, but in a fiber of some disease which will develop later on. We already know that Mango's fat liver disease and blocked main arteries were not related, but both those things are contributing the gene expression. Also, there is oxidative stress, and that can lead to DNA risk of mutations. And what's that mean, that mutations? When the body starts mutating because it's not getting the proper treatment, it will lead to serious disease. So if Mango didn't get so blocked arteries from some other reason and didn't die first for that reason, but it wasn't so severe, he would still have uh, developed some other disease from that oxidative stress from the fat liver disease, non-alcoholic fat liver. Now, this is not easy for me to look. I prefer to talk just from top of my mind, from my experiences, and so on. But this, I'm not any scientist. You know, I'm taking everything simple way. My philosophy is listen to my body and go by that. If I have some symptoms, I would definitely not ignore them. Mango didn't ignore them, but he approached them from different angles. And he forgot maybe to include more angles, especially when he should definitely knew that with the years, nothing was getting better. It stayed kind of steady, or it even was getting worse. So this another reason of the not only fat liver disease, I should keep saying non-alcoholic fat liver disease, and I try the blocked arteries are metabolic issues. So those both conditions, again, they can produce metabolic syndrome, and that may affect various body systems. So again, which one is weaker, it will affect it. So that's why I believe Mango's digestive system was also affected by this. That's why it didn't work properly for him. So that's another reason to look into metabolic issues. So we finish with DNA. I only want to say one more thing to DNA. It won't change your DNA, but will if it affect it in a way, it will not protect you against the serious diseases. It would not have that ability because something will change in your DNA to not so it stop working properly and your DNA can give you strong immunity to fight anything, any dangerous disease, like cancer, diabetes, whatever that exists in today's world, you name it, it may develop that kind of disease. Those conditions Mango have. But uh, yeah. So I'm closing the DNA chapter and I'm going to address the mango skin. So mango skin, he had on the nose constant some like scab. When I met him, maybe it was sun damage. I wouldn't know what was the reason, but I know if I was putting the the herbal remedy on it, it will heal. But soon as I will stop putting it on, after a while, it will come back again. So that means it was something more serious. So I used to look after it, and therefore it would never go too bad. When it's get too bad, some health conditions, then it contributes to other problems in our body, which may negatively affect our health. So Mango had on his back, fully covered with this like hard kind of little grown out things, and um, with skin it's difficult. Often even skin experts, it takes them a while to find to discover the true reason why the skin condition is in such a state, or to even find the proper uh, diagnosis, what actually is wrong with that skin. It's one of the maybe most difficult to diagnose diseases are the skin diseases. That's my what I think. This is not what it may be true. So foreskin condition also indicates there is something wrong inside our bodies. Often the condition comes from inside. I search, uh, I tried to describe mango skin condition the best I could in a research, and I come with some condition which may be that too much of protein is building up in your skin. It can be from that. But whatever it was, again, mango had bad skin condition. He didn't pay enough attention to it. When I look after it, it even disappeared, but very quickly will come back when I stop looking after it. So, um, yeah. Also, when Mango fasted, or when he got sick before, as I mentioned in the first few videos, Mango actually, prior to his departure, years back, he got twice or thrice, I'm not sure, if fully knocked on a bed with the high fevers. And once you have a big swollen neck here like this and stuff. So whatever it was, in those days, his body showing him, I'm in a crisis, I'm calling SOS, SOS, help me, help me. And so he will always break, even through the fast, in the red dots everywhere on his torso. Maybe a little bit here, but especially his torso, it was just fully covered with like red, inflamed, like it each pore, like it each part of the skin when your hair is growing up, as if that was infected. That's how it looked like. And I don't remember if that was itchy or not. Maybe it was. I don't know. Also, one other condition I didn't look into, I just remember now. And if you want, you can look into it. But Mango did look into it. I know that much. And it took him a while to figure out, to find out something which will work for him. This is a bit awkward issue, but we act like doctors. And if you are the doctors, somebody who's supposed to describe your health problems, or you're supposed to describe, you have to state what's wrong. So I want to state that Mango had a really itchy bum, and for a few years, and only last 7 years he really looked into it seriously. He would uh, really research it, and he would uh, get some ointments which will work for him, and he will use those ointments, and he would uh, and that would help him. That's he told me that, yeah, that once he start using the ointments. And so that was another kind of, I don't know that if that skin condition, what that is. I never looked into it. I kind of forgot about it, but now it came to me. But as I said, even if I look into it, I may be confused because again, the reasons can be many and so on, so forth. Maybe one of you here today or some other day when somebody going watch it, they may put in the comments if they experience something like that and if they know why it was. Um, so that's the skin condition. So also Mango have full forehead of like this bumps, which were like you can't see it only on a certain angle. It was like just the skin lifted up. It didn't have anything, didn't look like any part of growth or some whatever. It looked more like something which grows under the skin and make a little bump under your skin. And yeah, so that's the skin. Otherwise, mango skin looks healthy, looks good, strong, everything. So now I want to address B12. A lot of people, especially on the beginning, was thinking because mango wasn't taking B12. I already addressed it before a little bit. So mango was taking B12. Mango was on and off with B12 because he was like sure and then not sure. So he was acting accordingly. And so I don't believe it was B12 because the other things I I look at the symptoms and so on. Whatever I found in the research, everything is mainly about fat liver disease and heart related. So I really don't believe it was B12. Maybe it was contributing to the thing because it wasn't high enough. But look, I don't know. I didn't have a microscope to look into. I can tell you only what I think, and it doesn't mean that I'm fully right. But the things I'm telling you, they researched, and if that research, if the scientists are right or not, I don't know. So I'm only telling you what what I found out this time when I looked in papers sometimes in those videos. And so B12 is a huge topic which is being discussed for many years, forever, and there is still not solution to it. So I met people who've been vegan for many years and start having some non-vegan product because they actually did develop some physical problems as and being told it was because B12. But I personally, I also will address my B12 story in the near future, but I didn't, I took some, but only once, and I don't want to get into it now. No, twice, different things, but I personally had a bad reaction to it. Mango didn't share how his body reacts to B12, but I know he was taking it on and off, as I said. And there is another reason, that's the last reason today, and that is, well, there are two reasons, and that's Mango's personality and Mango's beliefs, because that both also contribute to his poor health condition. So I go first to Mango's personality. Mango knew very well he is have a health problem. He knew he doesn't have energy. He had a cramps often in the leg, restless, restless legs. I can't say that. Restless legs syndrome. He had, when he sat like this, like in that lotus position, he uh, for half an hour and more. When he stand up, he have a problem to walk and straighten up his legs properly. Take him, you know, maybe 30 steps to start straighten up. And you can see it was even painful for him. Okay. So what was another symptoms? Blocked nose. Mango have constantly blocked nose. Often at night, I can hear him. He try to blow it. You know, you feel it so blocked. You blow, blow, blow. Nothing comes out. We all may experience it sometimes in the past. I definitely did, but that was because when, I was going through some influenza or whatever it was. My body cleans every morning. Every morning I wake up, I have a phlegm coming out of me. I need to blow my nose. And it's clear. It's always clear, but it comes out. And if I have avocado, it's more of it. If I have just sweet fruit a day, it's less of it. It really shows me actually how the food is good or not good for me. That's a good indicator. And when I binged on something cooked, it pours down on me, from me, I want to say. Soonest I finish the meal, if I eat something really wrong, my body tells me straight away, bye. Not during eating it. This is curious. Soonest I finish eating it, within half a minute, sneezing, runny nose, for like, I don't know, 2 minutes. Then it's gone, then it may return, especially the sneezing. And in the morning too, just. So I observed this mango, he never had that. And I thought that's curious. Because I spent a lot of time with my mother, because we used to go to holidays together, we even slept in one big bed on holidays and stuff. I know, I live with her in one house too. So she, like me, every morning her body is cleaning. Even through the day, she sneezes a lot. And this is natural way of body to cleaning the most aggressive toxins, which are also most easily to clean out from your body. Because some toxins, they happily living in your body for many, many years. So Mango's personality was more like put everything aside, and it this one get hand in hand with his beliefs. They're going to address them in a way together because they co-work together a lot. So Mango beliefs was like the body can take care of itself. He believed he is healthy enough, which he shouldn't with all his condition for many years. No energy. That's a big one too. For many years, he had spells when he had no energy, hardly any. And so anyway, Mango believed his body can take care of itself, and therefore, and his urinotherapy can help him. So he thought he's safe with this. But if you have so many symptoms for so many years, if I have so many symptoms for so many years, I will look more into it. I will say nothing is changing, nothing is getting better. Obviously, my body is not strong enough to deal with it, and obviously that urinotherapy it's also not strong enough to help me. So I have to pull my finger and I have to do something about it. And don't let my body take care of it when obviously it doesn't have that strength. So this was Mango's belief. The body will take care of himself. Another Mango's belief was everything will one day pass. And that's true. But because Mango didn't address seriously his health problems, his he, which his symptoms was telling him there is something wrong with you, you should help me. But this is the Mango belief. He believed doesn't matter what, his body will take care of it. And everything will pass. So it did pass, but I believe it passed in a way he didn't want to. I'm sure he didn't want to die that day. So it's so sad. This is so sad, but it's true. Mango also believed that after he died, he's going to better place because he believed his karma was very good. He was reincarnating, and for him, we had a one discussion about the death. Not once, but I remember this discussion. And he told me he's looking forward to die. And I got offended. I said, how you can say that, so you're not enjoying your life, you like can't wait to die. And he said, no, it's not like this. I am curious about experiencing it and experience what happened after that. And I said, you may not remember it because you are reincarnated and you've been already reincarnated, you believe many times. And you don't remember your dying in the past. Why do you think you will remember your dying this time? Like, it didn't make sense to me. But again, this was topic Mango would never like with me to open. And I think that was mainly for reason because he knew I'm Christian. I believe in resurrection, that after I die, I'm going to be resurrected. And I think for that reason, he just didn't see reason to debate it with me because our beliefs about it is different. For me, it's different. Even my belief differ with other person. I love to debate about it. I want to know why and where it's come from and why they choose this and not that and so on. But that's okay. I was okay with it. I tolerate it. I respect it as everything else about Mango. I was happy I can live with him because in many levels we aligned and we had really a lot of good times together. And he- I can't speak for himself, but I really felt that connection and it was beautiful. So, that spiritual, mental, whatever connection that was, our personalities. Um, yeah. And Mango also believed in those juices, how beneficial they for him, but they wasn't. We learned here on this channel, and I'm sure a lot of people know already for years that if you derive the sweetness from anything, including fruit, that sweetness derived in excess is not good for you, not healthy for you. And Mango was doing those juices in excess, I think from beginning from his raw food, because he was very aware of his addictions and he was aware of his weakness to say no to them. So when he was like eating wrong stuff, then he would try fix it, drinking only juices, or try to fast, or that's why he was doing that 1 day fast for years, because he believed that will iron the creases after the binging on something which is not healthy for a human body. Mango was very well aware of his problems. He didn't ignore them. He addressed them in a way he believed it's the best way, according to his personality, according to his belief. Mango was a bit stubborn. Mango was difficult to be persuaded to anything and everything. Mango's favorite word was no. And we used to joke about it. I used to say something, say yes. And he will say no. And say yes, no. And we did this. And I used to do it so long. And then he made a mistake and he said yes. And then we start laughing together. That was also part of our humor. This Mango's no. And he found difficult to believe anything and anyone. And he built his own beliefs from what I got from him, from the different literature he read in the past. So what, we all like that something harmonizes with us, something doesn't. So this harmonized with him, this everything will pass, the body take care of himself, and a lot of those beliefs are right, but only in certain times and certain situations, not always. You can't apply to everything. And personality, Mango was very enclosed. He would, and it's more difficult for men, also because he was man. Man needs to appear strong because man was always brought up to take care of his future family, you know, and stuff like this. So it's big responsibility. And so men are conditioned to take big weight on their shoulders, and this wasn't suiting Mango's personality. Mango didn't want a big responsibility for anybody, anything, he wants things work out by itself. And with totally everything, you know, even something wrong with the house, he preferred to have it wrong instead somebody coming in and fix it. Because if somebody had to come in, he have to talk to them, the person will affect his day routine and so on. Mango was very strict with his routine, and when for some reason it couldn't work out for him, it will really knock him off mentally in a way. He will be like worn out with energy even more. And uh, if he couldn't have his snap in the middle of the day, he would start around, well, he have them in the middle of the day, but later on he start have them early, like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, because he was waking up early, 3 o'clock, around 2, 3, 4. But if he missed his snap later on, 3 hours later, he will sit there and he will just, start dozing off and even dozed off altogether. And that was my role, was to wake him up, because he didn't want to really sleep at that time, because then he would worry he would not sleep at night if I let him sleep like this, when he didn't have a time, have his siesta, and he dozed off later on, 3 hours later in the day, when finally he was still alone, because there was reason why he lost his siesta. Usually it was visitors, or we spent too long time, or I have to go to some appointment, he have to take me, and so on. Whatever it was. So kind of carefree, but on other hand, Mango was worried too, worrisome too. He did lot of things in the past. He used to wake up around this 2, 3, 4. 4, it's too late. That's really sleeping in for Mango. So say more like around 3, 3 o'clock. And winter, summer, cold, doesn't matter, rain, anything, he will go straight in a pool and have a swim in there, in our natural lake here, not pool, natural lake. And they're very popular in Australia because there is not much water. So people dig big hole somewhere, and then the rainwater, and with the hose they will fill it up. So Mango goes swim there every morning. Religiously, Mango was very, if he put his mind into something and believe it's good for him, he will not skip a beat. Not skip a beat, no. He will do it day after day, every day. He was also doing this Wim Hof breathing exercises, this whatever they doing. He was telling me about it. He was excited about it. His goal was to last underwater the longest possible. So stuff like this, so Mango did care about his health. Mango did the best he could, but he never kind of get the full benefit, because he may do those things for even a year or two, and then he will stop and he will never get back to it. He was never into exercise, and last few years he would be mainly sitting by the computer with his books and stuff. Even now, before he left us, he would working on his book, the Jeremy, on the computer, animating the story, making animating movie from it. And it's on his computer, and with the time when I get to it, I get somebody to finish it, because all texts are there in everything. So with the years, the people who love Mango's books, Mango's works, is excellent. He put so much work into it, so much research. He has so many good statistics in them, and a lot of stuff like this. So, there is excellent information in a lot of levels. Not much about fruit eating. The most about fruit, Mango underlined was eat fruit, and you done. That's all you need to do. Just eat the fruit. He forget include, not forget. He wasn't aware himself. I wasn't fully aware of everything. I'm sure I was aware he eats too many fatty fruits. I was aware of his health problems. But, we healed this already in the past videos. I won't go there. again. But uh, Mango was also his personality. He found difficult to forgive. He was very loving, which surprised me because he was very loving, very caring. Everybody who had come across to him with his path for a while, even a short time, would say how nice person he was. You know, today I was in a bank organizing some things, and the lady there, she also mentioned how beautiful sweetheart Mango was. And that's the most important thing. Doesn't matter how many mistakes or, you know, this is not the most important things for us human as we go forward. Whatever we believe happens to us after we die, you know, but if you have a good heart and you treat people with love and respect, and the people can say that about you, that you are a nice person, then you can rest in peace while you here on the earth, and then when you move on, you can rest in peace if you always meant well, and if you not maliciously, deliberately hurt anybody. And if you did, if you say sorry from your heart, not the fake one, that counts. Just you are a good person. You are forgiven. But yeah, this mango, like, it surprised me. That's, I think, goes with that stubbornness he had. And that was blocking a lot of good things for him. Like, he felt he had no nice feelings towards my mom. And it happened soon after he met her in person because he was with me in Czech Republic. After the Thailand, I invite him in there. And so he, on the beginning, Mango and my mom, very good connection. It was all good, you know. They really like each other and they chatted, you know, in this body language and laughing together and stuff. And one day, my mom, she said, I want to take you out for a day, you two, you, Mango, and Kvetka, my holčička, my little girl, and you, Mango, I want to take you out to show you some beautiful place. We're going for a day out together. So Mango was all excited about it and wondering what place she's going to show us and stuff. And what happened was that she took us to the town where the house old flame, but her heart still beating for him, lived. She went to visit her true love. She was in love with this man, and her mother organized for her different marriage by with the lies. With the lies, she said the boy my mother was in love with. She told him she have somebody else and don't come here anymore. So we believed it, which is another mistake. This is the big hole in communication. If somebody tell me, Mango said, don't come here anymore, I don't love you anymore, I have somebody else, I wanna hear it from mango, not from my mother, for God's sake. But anyway, people, lot of people, we don't know better. He didn't know better, so he believed her. He choked off. He never come back. My mother was broken-hearted, and my mother's mother, arranged this marriage for her. And so my mother married this guy because her life was anyway. So in shackles because her sweetheart never come to see her again. And she didn't know why. And he didn't investigate it. I would, but that's me. That's the personalities and beliefs, both together. Some people may believe, oh, I won't go there. I wait till he comes and talk to me and explain to me everything. And if both people think that nobody comes, nobody talks, nobody knows what happens. But my mother visited this guy. My father was aware of him. He knew the full story. And they were visiting him together. And this, when we were already kids, we used to visit that family because he got married, he got the kids. And and so she took us to beautiful place, to ugly town where her boyfriend lived, and or the old boyfriend, whatever that means. And he said, "Come pick me up, say 5 o'clock afternoon. See ya," like this. And Mango could not digest it. He got very upset, very upset. That took me by surprise, but because I never seen that emotion in him, and he was constantly like whinging about how my mother and how she used us to just take her there. He could have just said, "Yeah, that's true, that's true." But people are people, and if every misbehavior is going to throw us out of the window, it's no good. Plus, I never seen that. I already knew Mango for like, we were 4 months already together, day and night. So I thought he doesn't even have that in him. So that's why it so much affected me by this big surprise. Where is this come from? So Mango read a lot of Osho. That was his biggest man he ever talk about was Osho. He really affect his beliefs. Then it was that some lady called Pilgrim. That was lady who didn't have anything and walked everywhere and depend on goodness of others to give her food and shelter and clothes or whatever shoes she needed. She supposedly never had a cash on her, but she used cash of other people. So I still don't see somebody like that as some hero. In opposite, the hero is person who giving her what she needs. She actually throw herself in mercy of others. So heroes are people who took mercy on her, not her. In my books, she was body able, everything. She doesn't matter. I don't want to get into it. That's my belief, my opinion. Mango looked up to her, and he admired that she can let go of everything and go. I done that many times. Um, and there was also the guy called Indian guy. I just can't think of his name. The Indian guy who believed in love and peace. Little skinny guy. I think he was already Fruitarian as well, but I think he had milk. He obviously believed that he needs that for meat. Well, I think there's no other reason why he should drink it. Gandhi, Gandhi, that was also. So those three, as I recall, was his like biggest heroes, biggest people you look up. Next, of course, I mentioned in the video previously was the Mr. Spock in some Voyager show. People in a space traveling from one planet to another. Very good show. I enjoy. We used to watch it together while we eating, and sometimes we stop it and discuss it. He would laugh. Mango would love discuss all his stuff like that, you know. But we all like that. What we are interested in, we like to discuss this other. But I'm interested almost in everything. And that's maybe my problem, I don't know. So I must check the time. Yeah, it's coming up. So, um, Mango also read Bible, but he didn't read it enough to gain the understanding. It The understanding comes from God, and some people don't have a patience. Mango didn't have much patience with lot of things, and he tried to hack it, but sometimes it was too much for him. And but yeah, so whatever he embraced from all those people, and he followed it. And but one good thing I can say that Mango, I admire Mango for he rather die than to have a non-vegan food. That's he liked to tell me a few times. He and I believe that. And M- Mango wasn't scared of that. In contrary, he was very curious about it. He was in a way looking for to leave this planet. He believed there is a lot of planet we can live. He was hoping to live on better planet, and that's a good belief. There will be better planet, and he will be there, but he doesn't only know how it will happen. That's I know, but that's okay. So he did read the Bible. He quoted even in his book some good quotes because some stuff, of course, we understand right away. Everybody can understand right away if they give the time to it. But the truth is, a lot of people don't have that patience. But Mango was a big reader in the past days, and so it was not a big problem. He did, and but he believed Jesus was a prophet, just like Jews do. And it's written in the Bible as well. There will be people who would never believe that Jesus was the Son of God to show us the nature of the God and teach us about how to live and teach us about the God and stuff like this. So, because we both have a different teachers, but we come to the same conclusion in the end. Most important is to love. Doesn't matter what you believe, doesn't matter what you even eat. You may get sick, yes, yes, but still, if you do it because you don't know, you don't do it deliberately because you don't know how bad it's for you, then you are innocent. If you don't know, you are innocent and you do wrong thing. So it's all good. Look, Some people die before they born. A lot of miscarriages going on. There is children, babies born stillborn. There is babies who die in their first months of life, first few months of their life. There are children dying. There are a lot of people dying for different reasons. So, you know, just I made those videos so people understand who have a question marks, but by somebody who lived on a fruit in a good environment and had a good job at the garden, didn't strain mangoes, hardly strain himself with the job. He did sometimes. I didn't like that too. But in all and all, Mango lived his life according to his beliefs, according to his personality. He did the best he could. He was well loved by everybody who crossed his ways, and that's important that he lived his life as he wanted and not as the other people wanted, and that's admirable. Not many people can do that, and he's just a sweetheart. In some ways, I'm a little bit jealous. He is already done with this crazy war, which can be really beautiful as well. And since I'm here, before I leave, I, as always before, I do my best to have a best day of my life. Each day I wake up, I'm gonna have a nice, peaceful, loving life before I leave. And thank you for listening. Thank you for your interest. And thank you for your love and support. That goes to all people who send me beautiful messages. And every one of you makes my heart sing, because this is the most important I learned in my time of grieving. The most, what helped me most, it's people giving me love, showing me love and support. That gives me the biggest strength from the earth. And then another biggest help comes from the God, from the spirit of love, which is God. God is spirit of love. And one day we will be fully only embraced in that. We would not know of existence of any death or disease or crying, suffering, no more. So cultivate love in your heart. That what takes you to the best place. Doesn't matter how you're going to arrive there. It's definitely guaranteed to take you to the best place after you leave the planet Earth. And I wish you all best. And I hope as you giving a lot of love, you also receiving a lot of love. And you daily don't forget to cultivate love in your heart. Because if you don't watering that love in your heart, it may start wilting, and one day it may almost die. So take care of that most important thing you have given. That love was given to you, the love in your heart was given to you. And your work in earth is to cultivate it, to make it. You embrace with that love everything. So by embracing you, my my beautiful people who comes here with interest in the topic and giving me love and support. I have another. I having a really, really busy time at the moment. So busy, but maybe months or so I should come down. I still didn't have the time to look into make a better quality videos. I hope this is okay with you and you don't going to run away just because I am like from 1950 or something, the quality, and everything. But honestly, I prefer this than those flashy, but I would prefer better quality of picture. So anyway, I start chatting away. I better go. So lots of love all to you. Until next time. Lots of love.